Diffused. Mine can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes. They gon' take them. Refuse to lose. Built the win. Apply myself. I felt it in. No time for that out.
That's like that. We got 4 people before we even showed up, man. They already know what time it was, man. Well, welcome back to In the Red Corner. As you all know, it's 2 episodes a month, but we had to get y'all one to start off the month of June. And we got a special guest. No, I'm joking. We got our third host. We got our third host back, man. What's going on, Ty?
Nothing, man. What's up, man? Feeling good now, I guess.
Man, it's good to see you, man. Ricky,
yeah.
How you feeling?
Hey, I'm ready to talk about boxing. You know, boxing has been kicking out these fights every weekend. We feel like we in the NBA playoffs too. So I'm trying to talk this, good old talk.
Yeah, man. Some people saying, man, in the red corner, acting like Shakur Stevenson, man, acting like they don't want to do episodes. They ducking and dodging. I'm like, nah. It's like Floyd fights. When it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen, and it's money time. So look, with that being said, y'all make sure y'all check out all the other shows on the network. Of course, we got RBO, FFC, Dave's Doghouse, BWT, CTC, King's Talk with Joe. All the shows are in the description below. And they got and the main page, and the main show, R2L. I forgot about when you doing overtime over here. I forgot about the R2L show, of course, with me, Joe, and Dave. Y'all check that out. That's 4 days a week. But had to get the business out the way. Also, click the link to become a member, stuff like that, because we need the memberships to grow the network. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Boxing has happened, Ricky. We should have came back for the Loma fight. The last time we did an episode, we did our predictions, but now it's time for the recap. Yeah. And I don't think we thought it was going to go the way it was going to go. So with that being said, I don't know if we want to say this, but let's get ready.
Let's go. So for that fight, for me, yeah, it's everything that I thought it would be, but I did believe that Loma was going to get the fight out the way early. But still, Loma still don't look like he don't look like he missed a step. It just looked like it was a good sparring match for him. Get him to work on new techniques, new skills, see how much he still got it. Can he go a full fight? You know what I'm saying? I think Loma in this fight was good. And I can't wait to see what he's going to do next at this age.
For me, I definitely seen that he picked up where he left off with the Haney fight. He also seen that, look, I need to go for the kill and stop playing around. And that's what he did. Kambosos, man, I thought he was going to put up more of a fight. He probably looked at it like he didn't think Loma was going to come with that much aggression. And Loma dominated that entire fight. It's kind of funny, though, that the zone was like, it was a shutout. That's how they pitched it. But, Ty, how you felt about it?
I definitely think it was a shutout. Kambosos, one, he can't fight on his front foot, so he couldn't really attack him. And then Nomas was just basically destroying his face, basically destroying his body. So of course, eventually it was gonna be a knockout, like Ricky said. I thought it was gonna be earlier, but at least he knocked him out. So
another thing is, Loma fighting Kambosos. Kambosos, I don't know what everybody else is saying. Kambosos is a one-trick pony. When that overhand right don't go his way, he has no other technique.
Like Garcia?
Look, that's a separate conversation. A separate conversation. There you go. But Loma, when Loma throws, not Loma, but when Kambosos threw that overhand right and it wouldn't go his way, and Loma had him calculated, yeah, I already knew it was done. It was done. He was just downloading him every round. I just really wanted him, what my money said on that FanDuel. I wanted him to get him out earlier than what he was supposed to. So, I can cash out good. But, I'm still waiting to see what he's going to do next. And the question I will ask you guys is, will Loma make another run for the Undisputed at 135?
I think so. I think he's probably either gonna fight. He's gonna fight Tank, and then probably gonna fight Shakur.
You think he will fight Tank first?
Yeah, because Tank said after he finished with Frank, he's next. So
I think it'll be a little bit easier, a little bit lighter. At least you get a momentum. You go Shakur first.
I don't think he's gonna beat Shakur. So I wouldn't
Whoa.
say momentum.
Oh, my style. You don't
Wait
open
a
up a can
minute.
of
Hold on,
worms.
hold on, hold on, hold on. So let me answer the question. Do I think he can make another run? No. You gotta fight Tank. You gotta get past Tank. So I'm gonna say no. But I'm also interested in now. I gotta ask you this side because you're saying he can't. Shakur gonna beat him. Never mind. He can't beat Tank neither, so it don't matter. Go ahead, Ricky.
No, all right. So look, this is the
Yeah, I just
route.
thought about it.
This is
Neither
the
one
route
of
I can see Loma going. Loma can go. Forgive me, I don't want to butcher his name, but the other guy from Ukraine that just recently got the belt. I can't. I don't want to butcher his name. He just beat Neverate.
Yeah, I can't pronounce the name either. So
Yeah, I can't. So I'm not gonna butcher your name, but I'm going to acknowledge you as a champion. You did win that belt. Forgive me, but you had that. He can go get his belt first, then go for Shakur, and then go Tank. My thing is when you have a fighter like Shakur. I mean, only thing I can see that would separate the two is the youth factor. But
I wouldn't fight Tank at 37 or 38 years old. I wouldn't do that. You better fight him early.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, what Ty saying is right. Yeah. Nah,
so
if you
you
think about it.
saying you would go Tank first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because time not on his side. I see you go ahead. Think about it, Ricky.
So
Think
look,
about it.
so look, so look, so look, so look. All right, okay. Maybe I'm thinking about it. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe so, but I will feel better and watching the momentum build up first. You get
Man,
what I'm
watching him knock
saying?
out at 38 years old, that's messed up.
Because you got so we just seen that yesterday, but we'll talk about that. Talk about that later. But you got Loma, his counterpart from Ukraine, Tank, and Shakur, and all these people got belts. So it's deep. So who's going to get it? Who's going to sweep everything? Who's going to be undisputed? Is it going to be Tank?
It's
If he
either gonna
really
be Tank or
wanted it.
Shakur. Either one of those two.
Yeah. Like Tank gotta want the belts though. Tank be fighting like he don't really care about the belts. If Tank
Yeah.
cared about the
But
belts,
he
I would
said
say he could get it.
rumor is, you know what I'm saying, or he allude to that he is going to go for a run on this new deal that he's on. He will
Okay.
go for a run for the belts. And think about it though, him going on a run for the belts now is very good market wise for all the fighters that have the belts right now.
He said that, but then he also said that he ready to retire. So like he
I mean, being
contradicting
hold on,
himself.
hold on, saying he being ready to retire, and I'm ready to retire right now. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. I'm ready. I'm ready to throw. I'm ready to throw. Man, look, I'm ready to go to my job right now and just tell them I cashed out and just sign my own off boarding papers and just leave. But that's just the talk.
See, it's a difference between doing like 8 hours of like mental/physical labor versus you going through 3 months of intense training. Like, come on, bro, you did a whole challenge for the month of May, a workout challenge. You just know how challenging that is. So imagine you got to go into that almost. And Tank fight, he's not fighting once a year. He's one of them fighters that give you might 2 or 3 fights a year, and you going
Yeah,
through that and that on your body. Like after a while, you like, look, I done did enough. I don't fought everybody that y'all told me that I should fight, and I'm gonna fight everybody that's gonna give me the money. So I can walk away.
he can, and I agree with him. But I want to say we'll make him. We'll put him in the books, and we'll also Uh, I don't want to say solidify, but what will make him even better than what he is getting the belts, reputation.
I don't think he care about the they care about money. I think
Yeah.
right now, if he continues to fight, he'll make more money. Because if you don't fight, you're losing money because you still ain't
But
fight.
everybody that have a belt, everybody that have the belt can give him big payouts.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's the only reason he's gonna do it to me because the
Right
money.
now, that's what I'm saying. That's why I
Yeah.
like the way the belts is lined up to the individuals that have it, even the guy that just won it recently. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these people that have the belt now, the way it's lined up, it's gonna equal out big payouts.
True.
You got big names. You got two big names on this road to be undisputed. And it's a dominated weight class that he dominates. I don't want to say he fully dominates. He just don't have it on paper right now. That's all that is.
True.
You gotta
I
get
agree.
past Frank first. That's funny that we this is how you know Tank is the face of boxing. We supposed to be talking about Loma, and we ended up talking about Tank being undisputed.
I mean, we talking about all of them though. We not just talking about just this Tank, but Tank is the dominant figure for this weight class, and Loma once was the ideal dominated figure for this weight class. So you know, they all it's all in the same. It's all in the
Ballpark.
same weight class.
Okay.
Oh, am I catching back up? There we
Yeah,
Yep.
go.
you
Can
good.
you
Yeah.
see me? All right. So it's all in the same. It's all in the same weight class. We would love to see all these fighters to fight, especially if you're not gonna fight Tank, fight each other. Like fight somebody else. Fight somebody with a belt. I'd love to see Shakur do the same thing. You know, or at least
We're
attempt it.
chasing the bag though.
That's true.
He trying to chase the bag so he can get his name outside of just these like our show and inside barbershops. He trying to get his name out there in the limelight. He trying to be on
I
Broadway.
have the biggest respect for Shakur, but one thing I don't normally follow the media that much, but I do get a lot of his interview feed, and one thing I keep hearing seeing is that he keep going after certain opponents and telling them to fight him. You gotta make the name for yourself, man. You can't
Yeah.
keep begging for the fights. You already made a name for yourself this far. Bring that money to you. Stop trying to go chase the people that already done bring that value to themselves and bring the value to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's a separate conversation. And
Well,
I do think he's a great fighter that can do it.
it kind of ties back to your question though, because technically, Loma wasn't getting older. I like the lineup that you had because Shakur fighting Loma is a big fight for both of them.
Mhm.
That right there can help Shakur get his name out there, and he can stop trying to pull the Ryan Garcia method of calling people out. Because technically, Shakur, you got to go a little bit on the loony side when you calling people out. This is why Ryan is getting these fights. He going all the way left with it.
And Devin too, though. Don't exclude Devin, because if it wasn't for Devin moving the way he did, we're not gonna talk about the laws. But if it wasn't for Devin moving the way he has moved, he would never
Devin or
made it this
Bill?
far.
Devin or Bill?
Both.
Both. They're a unit. They
Yeah, I
one
was gonna
unit.
say he got some help. Ryan is just doing it by himself. Ryan's a one man army when it comes to just wilding out.
I don't think he's doing by himself. Oscar.
Yeah.
I
Ryan got a
mean,
whole.
we're not
He
gonna
got
talk
a
about Oscar.
whole.
Oscar was a wild boy too, though.
Golden Boy is a whole mental issue. You know what I'm saying? That's who Garcia got. Like it's not just Oscar. You got I forgot his name right. I can't think of the top of my head, but you know who I'm talking about, the other guy. But that's a whole nother entertainment type of figure. You know what I'm saying? But going back to the conversation.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Going back to the conversation. Um, these are good fights no matter who. As long as the people who have the belt fight each other, these are all good fights no matter what the matchup is. Even though what I'm saying, we all would like to see Tank, or a lot more people probably want, or people want to see Loma go for another run. But Loma also made a comment though too. I gotta admit this. I'm gonna say this. He did say this. He said, "Now that I'm older, now you want to fight me. Where were you at beforehand,
That's how it go.
suckers?"
That's how it go. That's how it go.
Here you go. Where were you at beforehand? What happened 2, 3 years ago beforehand? And now you wanna fight me.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I know Ty gonna like this one, but hey, Floyd did it with Pacquiao. Said, hey man, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
fight you when I want.
stars.
I'm just saying. That's what the streets were saying. He's like,
Yeah,
look, man.
nah, it's true.
Mm,
But I
yeah,
don't blame him.
he heard Pac-Man had that messed up knuckle, and he was like, "Yo, that's
And
perfect." And that look, and that's your strong hand. That's perfect time. But
Yeah, yeah. He caught him right after he got with the punches. Right after Pacquiao got knocked out. That's when he was like, "Oh, yeah. So let's make this happen. Let's get this money so I can get on up out of here." 50-0. Sweet science of boxing, man. It's inside the ring and outside the ring. But
but
go ahead. I'll let you
my
close it out.
prediction for Loma to going forward, if he chooses to go forward, because we still don't know, but definitely get whoever got them belts and give it another run. Give it another run. I know it seemed in the 135 weight class, it seemed like whoever gets the belts, all the belts, or whoever going for all the belts, it's kind of jinxed a little bit. But go for it one more time. Go for it one more time. I love this. I like to see Loma at least attempt it.
I think we all can agree as fans, we would love to see Loma go forward. The one thing that we don't agree with, and maybe Ricky, you finally came over to outside of it, is to see Loma and Tank when Loma's like 38 years old. That's all I'm saying. That's a bad way to go out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, at least he go. At least he be paid. He might not
But
have the power
is he
before his
gonna be
hands, but he
up
gonna get
to
paid.
is he gonna be
Loma gonna
up to
get
spend the
paid,
money? But he's
huh?
gonna be up to spend the money. After that knockout, he's gonna be up to spending it. He can go to the next one.
After that ice bath, he be good.
You know, he gonna need that. He gonna need it. That's all I'm saying, man. You heard what Calvin was telling people, man. You trying to be trainer of the year. But speaking of some people that's being trainer of the year, we got some fighters, man. Saudi Arabia, man. They got the money over there. All the fights going down over there. Hey, Saudi, y'all want to holler at us, man? Y'all want to sponsor an episode, maybe the show? I'm just saying, y'all just
We
throwing out
need
the money.
show us the Sheik. We'll talk to him.
Show us the what?
Was it Sheik? And then did it go to
Yeah, I
show?
thought something else, man. My earphones went out. My
Oh,
earphones, no, this ain't that type of show.
oh. See, look, stop. Stop it. We're live.
Hey, one thing about me, man, I stay on suspension when it comes to the Refuse to Lose network. So I just gotta make sure there's clarity and everything. Okay, the audio needs to be clear, precise, kind of like that punch that used to hit on Fury. But the highly anticipated unification bout between Usyk and Tyson Fury, it was held back in May, but of course we gotta talk about it because we're all boxing content. Happened in Saudi Arabia, and some people say it exceeded expectations. For me, I was shocked. But Ricky, Ty, let's recap about it. Ty, when you seen some of this, I'm gonna start with Ty on this one.
Go ahead, Ty.
Ty, when you seen this, tell us about it.
When I saw the fight, the problem was Tyson kept allowing him to get to his body and his face. But when Tyson was using his length and staying away, he was winning the rounds. But then I don't know if he got tired or what happened, but then he started getting lit up. That's when he got knocked down. Should have been a knockout, but it is what it is. And then Tyson said they talking about he only lost because Usyk's where Usyk's from is in war and stuff. But nah, I don't care if you're a Tyson fan. Ain't no way in the world you had him win on your card. It's not possible. You probably had him, but him winning, nah. I ain't see that happening at all.
So, Ty, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you watched the last episode. I did change my mind and pick Tyson. But beforehand, I kept saying Usyk. I kept saying Usyk because Usyk had way better footwork and to deal with Tyson. And this fight, I want to say Usyk did one thing he did a good job of is not letting Tyson rest on him, not putting that weight on him. He definitely was getting him off of him and made him pay for it every time he even come even close to him. What made me disappointed at Tyson was that Tyson, like I agree, he was using his length, but one thing I noticed about Tyson when he's hurt, he has this thing where he allowed the other opponent to get off of him to try to disguise that he not hurt. So it's like, why are you sitting there taking a beating? It's stupid. Like, why would you sit there? You know you hurt. I know you hurt. You trying to give him the signal and psych him out that you not hurt, but it's obviously we see you hurt because you're not moving. You can't move the way you once was. So when Usyk was getting to his body, he was gassing out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he had any more air in his tank. But hats off to Usyk because he definitely one of the best heavyweights I see that box with his feet. And on top of that, he stayed moved. And on top of that, he looked strong. He looked real strong in that fight. That's probably the strongest I've ever seen him. You know what I'm saying? And he was dead to win. He made sure he won in that match. So I gotta give it to Usyk.
Hey man, over the weekend, my daughter started watching Mulan. And you know that song was like, I'm gonna make a man out of you.
Yeah.
That's what that fight looked like. Because he was trying to put Fury down, he was just like, go down. Just go down. And Fury just kept finding a way to lean on the rope and lean here. It took up until the ref was like, all right, bro, that counts as a knockdown. That count. But Tyson Fury is the Gypsy King for a reason. That what you was just talking about, Ricky? Were you talking about that faking like you hurt? Like I think he learned a little bit from that Ali last fight. Making sure Ty heard me. He learned a little bit of that from Ali, where it was just like, all right, bro, I'm gonna absorb the pain, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna still be able to give you a little bit of what I got, and that's what Fury did towards the end. I don't know why he would say that about a decision because, bro, he was kind of putting a pause on you throughout most of the rounds. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't try to say stuff like that after you lose. Because if you would have won, I think it would have been more of an uproar if Fury won versus Usyk. Because going off of what I seen, the judges got it right.
Yeah.
Now, my real question is, after what you all seen, I know we're gonna talk about Deontay Wilder at some point, but do you think it's a decline for Tyson Fury?
I'm gonna say yes, and that's also coming from the Ngannou fight. Because
Yeah.
after now, seeing the fight with Usyk and seeing the previous fight before that, it's kind of showing something. Because you know what I'm saying? As a big of an opponent that he is, why are you allowing your opponent getting inside? You have the length as your advantage. You have the
Yep.
length advantage, and you have the weight advantage too.
Mm-hmm.
Why you let him come in the inside unscathed?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And that bothered me throughout the whole fight. Like, why are you just sitting there? Why are you not moving? Why are you not, fighting back? And that's another thing that made me guess was like, oh, is he having issues fighting off his back feet as well? But it's like, why are you not getting out of it? Why are you not jabbing enough or throwing enough punches? You gassing out too early now. And on top of that, you got hit. I can't fully remember, but you getting hit with the same punch.
Yeah.
Usyk kept hitting him clean, like neck snap both times, all the times with the
Probably
same
during that
punch.
when he was trying to put him down. During that moment when he kept falling on the ropes, he kept hitting him with the
Yeah.
same combination or the same punch every time. You just wouldn't go down.
So I think Tyson is on a decline. I don't want to rule him out of of fighting or whatever happens he choose to do, but he's of age. I'm not gonna lie down there either. He's of age. I can't say ignore that either. And it's fine to have a decline. Because Usyk is just too he was just too agile for him.
Yeah. I think next fight, Tyson Fury need to come in lighter. He came in too heavy. That's the problem.
Mm.
He came in too heavy, and I think his stamina just killed him.
No, I was gonna say, especially when you get up there in age, that weight, you can't carry it the same way when you was younger, and that's what it looked like. Like you said, fighting off of your back foot.
Yeah.
He couldn't fight off his back foot, but he sure knew how to stand up on that back foot. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I was watching them knockouts. That back foot was like, nah, bro, not today. Not today.
Like a
Even
kickstand.
even when the ref called it a knockdown, he was still like, nah, I'm not going down. So yeah, I think you need to take it a little bit more serious too.
That's true
The
too.
playing around throughout the fights is cool, but again, a part of the craft and respecting your opponent a little bit, because there was too many times where he was putting his hands down, just doing his thing, but it was like, bro,
Yeah.
Usyk is winning this fight. Like, you doing that is not helping you right now.
You just made me realize something. The Tyson to beat a bigger opponent, most people won't really recommend it because you're a taller opponent. But it looked like Tyson had a fight with a high guard.
Yeah,
Because the way Usyk was killing them, getting in close and hitting them flesh, he should have just been fighting with a high guard.
He tried to at times, but it was too late.
he was already there. Like, once he got on the line, ain't no keeping off the grass. He done dug holes and everything in that grass. So look, Fury. Also, they was in Saudi Arabia. He might have had a time before that. This goes back to me saying that he needs to take it more serious too, because it looked like he partied the night before too. The way he was going into this fight. Again, this wasn't was this an exhibition?
No, this is a title fight.
I just wanted to make sure, because we don't talk about exhibitions in the red corner. I just had to let the fans know. But yeah, you can't take stuff like this as a joke, man. We'll see.
But
Go ahead.
now I was gonna say, going a little bit in depth after that fight. Well, should there be a rematch?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
It should be. It should be.
Well,
I think Usyk probably still gonna win. Then he's gonna end up fighting probably Anthony Joshua after that, but it should be a rematch.
I'm with you because I think the rematch will determine if Tyson will retire or not.
Yeah, I agree.
if I'm Usyk, I'm not giving them the rematch. You shouldn't have played around the first time. You played around with your food.
Isn't a deal? Isn't a contract?
Yeah.
Oh well, contracts get broken every day. I'm sorry. Nah, we're not doing that. You said should. I mean, I know it's in the deal, but y'all said should. So hypothetically speaking, if I'm Usyk, I'm not giving them the rematch. You played around with your food the first time. I showed you what I'm capable of. Technically, I feel like you're gonna come in the fight and do the same thing again. So you holding me back. Now I can move on and fight somebody else that's a more of a worthy opponent in this moment because you kept playing.
Nah, if I was Usyk, I would take it because the money you're gonna get.
Yeah, the money.
Yeah, because
And
he got
then
50
I'm not
mil
gonna
this
lie.
fight. He got
And
50
then
mil this fight.
yeah, the money you gonna get, and on top of that, the heavyweight division right now, as far as talent and skill, yeah, them people underneath him right now, it's easy to fight Tyson.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you, it's easy to fight Tyson right now.
So
yeah.
y'all saying yes because one, you're gonna get your bag and it's gonna be a sweet ride to the bag.
Yeah,
Okay. I say no. I'm thinking more of a fighting standpoint, but if we talking money, I agree with y'all because at the end of the day, nobody likes easier bags than everybody in America. Trust me. Trust me.
not true, but not little bit off topic, but how did y'all feel about the IBF stripping Usyk for the belt? Because if we're gonna have a rematch,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
can't we have
yeah.
it for all the belts? You messing up the morale of the situation. What is going on? How did y'all feel about that?
I think I don't like the fact that if somebody signs in a contract, they're gonna rematch. I don't like the fact that like the IBF or WBO try to take the daggone belt away from you when you're basically following your contract. You already got a contract saying you're gonna fight this guy next. Again, they want you to fight. They want you to fight who they want you to fight. But to me, I think that the fighter that they're supposed to fight is probably crying to the IBF and they saying, yeah, I'm supposed to get this fight, blah blah blah. What you gonna do about it? And they don't feel like hearing it, so they say, okay, we want to strip that guy and give you the belt.
Yeah, it's sad, and I'm very disappointed. And then if you want to put the rankings of the belts, the IBF like
Bottom.
it's one of them. Yeah, you know lower tiers. Like, come on now, why would you just discredit this man hard work of being undisputed, and the next day you saying you gonna strip him of the belt for the fight the mandatory? You know who his mandatory was?
Who?
Hurt.
Hagrovic. And
Yeah.
Hagrovic fought the boys yesterday, and the boys
Yeah.
put pause on him.
Yeah. So now
So
so they shouldn't because he
yeah,
lost.
yeah, that was supposed to have been the mandatory for IBF. And now your mandatory opponent just got exposed. So what was the purpose of stripping Usyk? There's no purpose of stripping them. There's no reason for the IBF to be making moves as if they're a top tier belt. You're not a top tier belt. No
Mhm.
disrespect. You are something to achieve to make the undisputed and have the sport of boxing become even better. But there's no reason a day later, a day or two later, I just did this camp, I just beat this dude ass. He fight. I just beat this dude. He like he like three. He like I just fought this 275 man hard work battle. We in there fighting war. I could have lost my life and then some. I get the belt, and now it's like all of a sudden you strip it from me. Like I'm mad about that. Like I'm highly upset about that,
We
and I
know.
think they need to do better as far as that. They need to have that as if you undisputed and you fought your way to be undisputed, you did your job of getting all the belts the proper way.
Mhm.
I should make the decision.
I think they should give you a year.
No, I think they should allow the boxers to make the decision, and you need to send fighters my way to come fight me. Send somebody my way to come take the belts. Stop trying to take it from me. Send somebody my way to come take the belts.
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. I ain't never seen you this passionate, my man.
Nah,
You got
because
so passionate.
it's disappointing. It's
No, what I want you
disappointing
to
for the sport.
understand is now you see why Usyk got stripped of that title because you about to get stripped of your recording privileges if you do something like that again. But now continue, bro.
My bad, Joe. Don't kill me.
You about to get that FedEx.
The
That's all I'm
former
gonna
boss man sent me that letter.
It's already sent to the mail.
say. Yep. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get suspended. All right. Well, look. So this is what we're gonna say about this one. I think what the IBF did in this one, they put the cart before the horse. From what it sounds like, they stripped him of the title because they thought the guy who was gonna be his mandatory was actually going to win that fight, and then they was gonna try to make something shape that way. It didn't go in their favor, so now it was like the deed is already done, the jeans is already ironed, so we can't really call it back. I don't understand why they strip people of their titles unless it's like some PED situation going on. Y'all guys gotta explain that to me a little bit more. But for me, let the mandatories be the mandatories. Because again, I know we don't talk about UFC or just that's just what it is. If whoever's the champion, let the person fight the champ to be the champ. Stop putting all these stipulations and rules into the sport. It
Mm-hmm.
takes away from the fandom. And it
Yep.
also probably takes away from the athletes too. They like, man, I love this sport, but there's so many rules that I don't want to do it no more.
Yeah, and it's creating, and what another thing is pushing, it's still pushing other fighters to just fight and independently for the money. Eventually, you won't, the people who make the sport are not gonna go for what you have to offer no more. It's just gonna be, look, I can fight for the money. I don't need you. I
Be a
don't
bunch of
need you.
tanks. Be a bunch of tanks in the yeah.
You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You already got dudes and all this other stuff. I don't need you. I could put myself behind. All I gotta do is put myself behind a good promotion, promotional team,
Mm-hmm.
and I gotta beat whoever they put in front of me and make it entertaining. Done.
And technically with the internet, you could be your own promotion team if you do it right. If you play it
Yeah.
right.
You seen Kimbo Slice? If Kimbo can go ahead and do his thing, anybody can make it happen.
Hey,
Kimbo's like, God, you going way
man,
back.
you done took it back. You done took it way back. So in close, let's get on to the next one. So we got to talk about Bivol versus Zanad. I said that right?
Yeah, I
Or
think so.
Zad. I'm gonna just say Zen. I'm about to look up all these boxers' nicknames. I promise y'all. So going forward, y'all better know their nicknames because I'm not messing up no more names. They not about to come find me. Talk about a fight where they was sticking and moving. Y'all already know how you got to do it in boxing. So for the first time in 10 fights, Bivol achieved a stoppage. It was on Saturday. 6
Mm-hmm.
round TKO.
Mm-hmm.
He retained his WBA lightweight title belt again
Mm-hmm.
in Saudi Arabia. I'm telling you, that's where the money at, man. That's where the money resides. Hey Joe, we're gonna talk off here. Let's react to it, man. Quick recap. Ricky.
I'm gonna go ahead and start off this one. So Bivol did good. This was like a little tune-up fight for him. I wasn't the opponent he was fighting. I wasn't nervous, especially since I seen the first round. The first round, he already let it be known that he was there,
Mm-hmm.
and he dropped him. Um, him winning in the fashion that he won, I already knew that was going to happen. I kind of predicted that to myself. I just hope Artur Beterbiev heals up properly because I think he had he tore something with his meniscus or something like that. So I'm hoping he heals up so they can have the fight because he was supposed to been on
Mm-hmm.
that card. So it's supposed to be him and Arthur, and that's my fight of the year. So I need to see that fight. So I'm happy that Bivol was able to retain his belt, and I'm hoping that later in the year we can get that him and Beterbiev.
Yeah, that fight went to where I was going to go because Bivol's been training to fight Beterbiev. The guy he fought is nowhere near Beterbiev, so I knew it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be an easy fight. So what I expected to be a knockout, yeah, happened.
Mm-hmm.
That first round, that was crazy. That was
Yeah,
crazy. Like that combo.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is gonna
He
be a
don't do
long
combos
night.
like that either.
I know.
He don't.
This is gonna be a long night for you. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I mean, hats off to these fighters who get the last minute phone call to say, "Hey, we need you to go in here with we know you. Let's say you at like the bottom 25, but we need you to go in here with the top 3 fighter right now." And it's like,
I'm
all
hanging up.
right, let's go do it.
I'm hanging up. I'm
Look
hanging
at
up.
Fedor. Look
I'm
at
hanging up.
Fedor. What Fedor did.
But he at least stuck around. This kid here, this was well past a learning curve. This like going in to take your SAT and you in elementary school. Like, bro, I didn't even learn geometry yet, and that's what it looked like that night. Hats off to his trainers for even having him prepared for the fight. But yeah, Bivol just dominated this fight. I'm surprised he even went 6 rounds. Like, I think
Same.
he was probably just doing that for cardio because
I
he was
think so
dominating.
too. Because I had 3. I had round 3. I had knockout in round 3.
If I'm him, if I'm bro, after round 1, I would have just looked and pulled a Martin. I don't want to fight no more. We got our money. It's okay. We got our money. We can leave.
Well, that's how the combos out to say I'm done. Like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done.
Now he got back up. He did. I'm not gonna take a look. I'm not gonna take it all away from him. But he fought back. He fought back the best way he could. His jab was pretty nice, and it was pretty. He had them stiff jabs was pretty good. But Bivol, he just built different. So he's an elite fighter.
hats off. Like I said, that's why I had to give him. That's why I had to do the hats off to any fighter that can just get the phone call and go into the ring like that. You heard what Ty said. Ty said, "No, why would I do that to myself? Why?" Like, I understand this is kind of like what Shakur wants to do, where he wants to get his name out there, but it's like I'm not just gonna take any fight. You see what Shakur's calling out? He calling out guys that he feel like he's better than on the level of. He not putting. Well, I can't even say Boots because Boots feel like he on the same level as Crawford, but that's just a personal thing.
Oh, you about to
That's
start another debate up on here. You about to get it started already. We didn't even get halfway through the conversation, man. That's crazy.
what you want to talk about?
We just gonna talk about say, man, about Boots.
I mean, Boots do feel like he better than Crawford.
He's not though.
He,
But
No.
let's
I'm
not
with
say
y'all,
I
but
ain't
I'm
gonna
just
say we
saying
not gonna talk about better, but Boots an elite fighter.
he is, but he's just not Crawford.
He hasn't fought anybody yet, so I can't say he's elite.
You can't say he elite.
He looks good. He looks great against C-class fighters.
Uh-oh.
Oh my stars, man.
So I can't say he's elite. I can't do it.
You don't give him. You
until
don't
he
get the
fights
boy.
him.
Get
He's
a
a
man
great
some.
fighter. He's a
Give the
great
man
fighter.
some break. Give him a break or something, Ty.
He's
That
a
ain't
great
Ty.
fighter. I'm saying he's a great fighter, but I can't say he's elite yet until he fights somebody.
He's not a Wilder.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you said that because it's not too much we can talk about with the Bivol fight. We kind of like it's just like that combination 1-2 and we done. So I'm glad you said something about Wilder. We're just gonna roll right into that because I see what we got to debate. I got a discussion for the next episode. Steve fighters, but man, when you think of Deontay Wilder, man, you get wild thoughts, and not the way y'all thinking. More so wild thoughts of is he actually gonna come back? Is he the fighter that he thinks he is at this point? Is he gonna get up off the mat? Is he gonna knock somebody out? We don't really know what's gonna happen. And then we go to Saudi Arabia yet again, and we see Big Bang versus the Bronx Bomber. I told you I'm going nicknames from here on out. And Big Bang did a big thing and put the Bronx Bomber back on the mat again. Ricky, I don't know where you want to go with this fight. I don't know if you want to talk too much about it. We heard Deontay Wilder come out and say before this that if he possibly loses, he could retire. This could be his last fight. I think if you're talking like that going into the fight, you're already telling the people what they should expect. Let's talk
So
about it, fellas.
I'm gonna let Ty get this one. Get this one first.
Okay. Well, I said I don't know, probably a few months ago, I said that Wilder should have retired after the last fight. So I don't even know why he even showed up to this fight because all he does is concentrate on one thing. I'm gonna do my right hand, do my right hand, do my right hand. So then all Zane did was say, okay, you do your right hand, you hit me a few times. This time, guess what? Check hook. Then this dude's out there looking at the ref, trying to talk to the ref. I don't know who he's talking to. He wasn't protecting himself or nothing. And then when he do that right, he's doing like a fake Superman. I don't know what he's doing. He got his foot up, leaning forward. What do you expect to happen? Then he wasn't even touching himself. He had his left hand way down. So what do you expect?
I want to say, I was a big. I ain't gonna say I was. I am a big fan of
Wilder?
Deontay. You know what I'm saying? The Bomber. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. He fought an opponent who also came in plus 60 pounds, though. You can't eliminate that, though. Zhang is big, a big boy.
Heavy.
He's a big boy. Like,
Wide body.
Yeah, Chevy. So he with that, I think, how can I say it? Deontay is you can't train nothing new with him. These are all things that has been there since the beginning of his career. He just fought people who weren't ranked. You get what I'm saying? But he was very entertaining, and the people that he was fighting, were very entertaining. The most entertaining fight we can say on his resume, besides his last fight, was him and Tyson. You get what I'm saying? At that time, that was like a big, top fight. Him relying on that right shows that he don't have no other way of thinking. If you take one thing, it's like Cambosis, the one trick pony. You take one thing away, what else do you have? He has nothing else. He don't have the defense. He don't have the footwork. He can't get out of there. And the way Zhang was able to adapt to getting hit with that right, instead of going inside, he threw the check hook and he was on the outside.
Yeah.
And one thing, Wilder, like you was right, Wilder do pick his foot up and he throws the right across his body. Like, bro, like you just set yourself up for it. And Zane was patient. He did not go to him. He allowed him to reveal himself to him. Like he allowed that right to come to him, and he knew what to do when it came. You know what I'm saying? And Wilder, I don't know, bro. Like I I I still a fan of him, and it's just hard to just see him hit the pavement. I ain't gonna lie, it's just hard to keep watching him hit the pavement with top. You know, he fighting elite fighters now.
Yeah.
Zane, Parker, like I call them elite fighters right now in the heavyweight class, and that's where you see the separation at between a person like Deontay Wilder and these other type of elite fighters.
So you're saying like he's like good against C fighters, but not A and B fighters like somebody else.
Yeah, going to your previous point of versus that you were saying against Boots, like how you was describing Boots, which I don't see, but yes, Wilder right now, yes, I would say that because when you fighting C fighters and stuff, and you know, if you able to hide that right with their jab and throw that, and they can't see it, or they
Yeah.
don't make you do anything else, or make you think, or make you defend against them, and it works, you know, that's what got him this far.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's fighting elite levels, come on, man, like we can go to the heavyweight level, the heavyweight list right now that's been fighting each other right now. These are elite fighters. You
Yeah.
got Zane, you got Sean the Boys, you got Anthony Joshua, you got Parker, and I still consider Tyson. You still have Tyson, and you got Usyk. These are elite fighters. So now you can see where the separation is of being a knockout artist versus fighting a real boxer.
Mm-hmm.
At some point we gotta start telling people like if someone's trying to give you help and help you perfect your craft and you keep denying it, at some point you gotta sit down and be like, all right, why is this person coming to me? Like I know the ego was there, like you said, he's knocking all these fighters out. But even me being a fan of him when he was on the rise, I always said it in his fights. I'm like, if he ever fight a boxer, he's gonna lose. And then Tyson Fury came around and he was like, I guess his camp heard everybody say it, and then he started boxing him, and that's exactly what happened. Because Deontay is just loading up that right. It's like playing your child in Mortal Kombat, and they just keep kicking you with the one button. They just keep hitting the one button. You're like, bro,
Yep.
you're not good. You just keep doing this one move. And that's what he was doing. And this is the second time, I would say almost the fourth time, because they had a three-peat. They had a trilogy.
Yeah, with him and Tyson.
Yeah.
I would say this is the fourth time that we've watched you go out there and one either it was an excuse or you just wasn't perfecting at what you were doing. We all seen the training video. If you didn't, it's on Twitter where he was dodging.
And stuff.
Yeah. And his man was looking in the corner like, bro, we about to lose. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, Floyd called him and said, hey, you get your defense up, you're going to be a better boxer. Imagine Deontay Wilder with better defense and that one right.
Oh, he'd be unstoppable.
Oh, yeah.
All you got,
That's
look,
it.
Yeah.
very minor defensive right now. Very minor defensive move he could have did, just keeping his hands out. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's it. That's it. And Zane, the punch that made him turn around kind of like skipped past his nose. And he was like, man, what was going on? And he was like, well, your hand's down, so I'm going to go attack. And he did the right thing, and then he put him down.
Man, he turned around and said, man, get your hands out my pocket. And then Zane hit him. That was crazy. I was like, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, we can laugh and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie. When I seen it, I was very hurt behind that because I was, I root behind him, bro. Like, I was like, dang, bro, like you can't go out not like this. If you go out, yes, but not like this.
I know how you felt. That's how I felt when Adrian Broner went out there and got whooped like that. I'm like, bro, what you doing? Not AB. And now I gotta say the same thing about DW. Like, man.
Yeah, I gave that boy a new nickname.
Yeah, that's what we see.
DW. Ain't that off of Ed and Eddie?
Nah, that's Arthur.
Arthur, look, see, there you go.
And the last time Arthur put hands on DW too, but we're not gonna talk about that episode. We got in trouble for that. But the real question is, should he retire? I think it's over. If you're not gonna do anything to try to get better, it's over.
Yeah. If he should he retire, yeah. it doesn't hurt nothing that he done for the sport of boxing. He lost to elite fighters. It's not nothing crazy. Um, but should he retire? Yes, especially if it's hot now into it. I think he should retire.
Yeah, the way he lost, he should retire.
Nah, for real. For real. Just let it go. Actually, he can go into commentating. He's very entertaining. Like he can go into
He
commentating and
is.
get his money that way.
That's true.
And if you want to come on, in the red corner and tell us why we wrong about it, Deontay, the door is open.
Nah,
I'm
man,
willing to
not just
listen.
that. Just come on to the red corner. We give you, like we talk it out.
What we
Interview or
gonna?
something.
I was like, what we about to talk about? We ain't talking
No,
about fighting no more.
we're gonna talk about fighting, previous fights, current fights, future
That'll be.
fights.
I like where you going with that, Ricky. I like where you going because I'm gonna definitely ask him when you wore that 50-pound costume to the field. To the boxing ring. What was you thinking about? Like, what was going through your mind in that moment? And he gonna say a lot of stuff. Did you say that?
Say he was hot. That's about it.
He was hot and he felt like Big Bang with that 68-pound vest on. Big
Jeez.
Bang came out there 68
But
pounds.
I got another
He
question.
felt all 68 pounds, boy.
I got another question. A little bit on topic, but off topic. Do you know how old Zhang is? Zhang is 40 plus.
Yo.
No, he not.
Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah, he 40 plus.
He ain't no 40
When is the proper time for a fighter? A fighter can retire. What is the proper age that you guys would think that a fighter should retire?
You ain't got it no more.
So you can fight to 50, even though you ain't got it no
You
more.
got it. Look
I agree
at George Foreman back in the day.
I agree with Ty. When your body say it's over.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna say 35. You at least want to have brain function.
35. I mean, Loma should have retired then.
And Ricky want to see Loma fight Tank at 38. So
look, there's an exception to the rule. There's an exception to the rules, okay? But the crazy thing I say that is because I looked at it, I was like, dang, Zhang is old. Guess who else old though? One of them, the Arthur Better Bib. Same thing, and started late.
Yeah.
He's
if
38,
you start
39.
late, if you start late, then I think you're gonna fight later. Where you going with it sound like you starting at like 15 and you've been fighting since 15.
It don't I don't necessarily matter because the age when you get to, say for example, if you start at 30, as you get to 38, you are changing drastically as far as your body wise. You don't kick a punch the same way you did at 28.
True.
Going from 30 to 38. You get what I'm saying? Now your bones getting a little bit brittle,
So you saying your boxing career, man, came up with a random discussion in the middle of the conversation. So you saying if you start boxing at 30, you should retire at 35.
I want to say if you got a good going career, if you start at 30, I'm gonna give the latest 38. But
Okay.
if you can't come in and get that quick money and get the belts or whatever your goal is, because you can still leave a mark on the sport and still retire early. So if you come in and get out by 35, 36, you did good. But most thing in the sport though, most of the great fighters start at early. Like you was born, you ate boxing, breakfast, lunch, and dinner since you came out the womb.
Yes.
That's like most of the best great fighters. That's why a lot of great fighters will like for example, when Tank told him, he's like, man, you started late talking to Frank. Like I already got 8, 10 years over you. Like this is nothing to me. You're right. Look, this is like an amateur fight to me, fighting you. You get what I'm saying? It's like that, because the most fighters start early.
So this is how we gonna gauge it because I'm with Ty on whenever your body say you done, that's when you give it up. Now, if you start early, what age are you saying, Ricky?
If you start early, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give grown men strength age. If you become a professional, at least by 21, between 21, 25, yeah, then 35 will be where I say you should go ahead and just stop. That's 10 years. Cause
Yeah, but
look, the reason I say that because listen, literally, a lot of fighters become pros like Canelo Moulton, 18, 15, 16, and they be fighting all the way to their 30s. I don't think that's good. So I be thinking health wise on boxers like, okay, especially I know you have the love for the sport, but we don't want to be 50. 60 and you on a decline, like mentally and physically. Like you can't spend the money no more. You don't even got the rights to control the money no more. Like you just work hard for all this, and now you gotta get spoon fed by somebody else. You in the mental, got an aid or
But you,
something.
I see, but you looking at it more so like they've been getting. I understand the CTE aspect of it that comes with football, but the way you sound, it sound like they going out there and getting beat up all their whole career. Like they just taking all headshots.
Nah,
Like,
nah, nah. I did. I agree with you. I did make it sound like that's not what I'm trying
yeah,
to say. But everybody can't be Floyd. That's what I'm saying. A lot of fighters don't have that defensive mechanism to keep themselves protected and be able to do what they want at the end of their careers. Like Floyd is, what people really want to be.
Okay, like
Like
if you
that's the most successful career I would say in boxing.
if you're a fighter like a Sorogati, yeah, I get what you're saying, 35, yeah. But if you're like a boxer or like you like say Shakur or say
there we
like
go.
Tank or something like that, nah, 35 is too young.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Now I see what you're saying. Now I see what
yeah.
you're
I'm
saying.
looking at it like
Because
that
they don't
aspect.
get hit. They don't get hit like that though. But
Yeah,
that still go back to what I was saying though.
Nah, you saying like they gonna be eating applesauce for the rest of their life. Hey man, if
But
you don't
look,
retire at
every time,
35, man, you gotta worry
listen,
about your teeth.
every time you step in the ring, I don't care what level of skill level you have, that's
true.
still a high risk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
And the only
That's 21.
yeah, that's a high risk.
it can, like Ty said, it can happen at 21. Like the
Yeah, that's
one
true.
sport we talk about a lot, football. It can happen in that one route with Ray Lewis in the middle. You might have a play again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's just what it is. That's why I'm also with it when your body give up. I also see the health aspect of it. Like if you Deontay Wilder, you need to retire.
it's time.
Mm.
We
Yeah,
all agree
it's
there.
no point to keep going in there and then hitting the pavement
Yeah.
over and over.
Yeah. Now if he was losing in decisions, I you can keep fighting, but you're losing by knockouts. Like this is I can't say too much, man. He'll wake up and remember it tomorrow morning. Or the night after that. Or the night after that. Or I don't know. Well, speaking of retirement, really want to talk about retirement. We gotta talk about people coming back to boxing, man. AB coming back, y'all. AB is back. He in the best shape ever. You gotta talk about the
Ah,
tight fights, man. Top fights for June. So this weekend, actually, AB is fighting Blair Cobbs in a 10-round welterweight. What y'all think
If,
about that?
if AB is focused, he gonna murder this guy.
yeah,
So
whenever AB is focused, he's gonna win. But the thing is, like Ty said, if
yeah,
it's a big if. He's entertaining, but uh with him throughout his career, he just didn't focus. Everything else, he was just basically living.
Yeah. Nah, I give you that because AB been around some good camps. Like he was working out with Gary Russell and them, and then now he's working out with Calvin. He say Tank and them got him back in the best shape. If AB go out there and play around, man, it's gonna be a bad look more so for Calvin. I don't know if he's gonna be in his corner, but I know he trained with them. So
Mhm.
that right there is gonna say a lot. So AB, this is your comeback moment. Take it serious. And then we'll be talking about you maybe fighting Boots. I'm just
nah, don't do
No,
well, I said
nah,
see fighters.
uh,
that. Don't do that.
Y'all already know AB. AB gonna go right back to he win one fight. He going right back to talking trash to the top fighter. Or maybe he could fight Frank. Because Frank gonna need
no,
somebody to fight after this. No?
nah. I think AB is just just fighting to be fighting. I don't
Yeah,
know.
fighting big
Yeah,
fast fighters.
yeah, he just fighting to be fighting.
Yeah,
Okay, well then we're gonna take it to the main event. We got another main event on June 15th. Of course, the fight that's been heard around all your social media networks, Twitter, X, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you've been at to get all your boxing content, YouTube. Of course, you got Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. I mean, we want to start from the undercards and work our way up, or you want to go
Yeah, we
right
can
for the
start. We can do that. We can do that.
okay? So off rip, we got Gary Russell versus Alberto, 12-round junior weight. How y'all feel?
Gary Russell
Uh,
knockout.
yeah, Anton he gonna knock him out, and it's gonna be a good fight for him.
Okay, we're gonna write this down because I think they say Gary's supposed to. I think one of the Russells supposed to be fighting Tank, but we're gonna talk about that when we talk about Boots and Crawford. I got Gary winning this one too, but the next fight is Benavidez versus the Nail. I think that's what they call him. Yeah, that's his nickname. They call him Danilo.
Alexander.
Hey, you went to if you speak that language, I'm listening to you. I'm calling him by his boxing name, Danilo.
Alexander. Yeah. So
It's a title fight. So 12 rounds, WBC interim lightweight title. Go ahead.
I'm going with Benavidez, of course, and this would be a good intro for him for the light heavyweight.
Yeah. Also, I agree. I have Benavidez winning by knockout. I can say it's going to be a great intro for him in my heavyweight, but everybody wants to see him fight Canelo, but it ain't going to happen. So
that's not going to happen. Yeah. Oh, what round though, Ty, for Benavidez knockout?
Benavidez, this guy, first time light heavyweight, I say 5th or 6th round knockout.
5th or 6th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like 8-9. I'm gonna get 8-9.
Well, for all my betting people out there, y'all got some rounds in between 5 and 9. I'm gonna follow with you guys on this one. I'm gonna go Benavidez. But if the nail wins, I gotta learn his name. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a personal bet for myself. All right, for the next fight, we got, of course, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Frank. Is that your girl, Martin? I'm joking, Frank. I'm joking.
Jeez.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey.
That's how you know I'm a Tank fan. But hey, I'm joking, Frank. How y'all? Where we going with this?
Well, Ty, go ahead. Give it to him sweet and simple, Ty.
Tank winning easily.
Oh, what round? You gonna group the rounds or you gonna have an individual round?
This one?
Yeah.
All the talking, I'm going 4th round.
4th? Yeah, I had 3rd. In my head. Yeah, I had 3rd round.
So should I even pay for this? It sounds like a Tyson fight.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I know it will be. I know it'll be quick, and if it's not quick, I'm gonna be upset. If it's not quick, I'm not gonna lie. Tank, don't play with him. Don't play with him. We need to go home. Get him out of there. Let's move the conversation to something else.
Facts.
Well, last time I said this quote on Refuse to Lose, everybody looked at me like I was crazy. I had to explain it in the chat. But when Calvin say penitentiary, man, that mean put that knife in them. They was like, what you talking about, Tomo? I forgot. I thought I was in the red corner when I said that. But I'm with y'all. Don't play around with your food, man. Go out there in this one so we can go into the next one. Because for real, Frank looked like he kind of like trying to see where he fits in the boxing realm right now. He like, all right, my last fight, people still trying to say I really didn't win it. So now I'm just trying to see, am I at the level of a Tank? And if not, we agree, but I'm just saying in his mind, if I'm at that level, that's kill this dream quick.
Man.
But if I'm not, where do I fall? You get what I'm saying? Because again, he coming from a camp that's had a lot of questionable fights, and a lot of questionable wins, and not a questionable loss. We already know what happened with Spence, but he's in that camp, so it's a lot going on right now. I think Frank's just more like, I need to see where I'm at right now.
Man, and I never seen someone so defeated in a press conference. On an interview. Man can't even get his words together. So I'm like, yo, I'm looking at it and I'm like, bro, you losing the mental battles drastically right now.
He didn't lose that sparring session. Tell him put the video out. That's what Frank said. Put the video out.
Man, we'll see, because there's a difference with them 8-ounce gloves on. If sparring my tail, he gonna feel them knuckles.
I mean, last time we seen a Haney video leak, the fight didn't look too different from the leak. Ryan Garcia. Oh, but that was 8 ounce. That wasn't 8-ounce gloves and PEDs.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Hey, Tay, I'm sorry, man, but your man got caught. They said it was in the blood.
Man. We might have to revisit that another time, but that's another discussion. There's too much going on behind that. I ain't never seen. It's so much drama behind that. The fight been over for months, about a month now. It's like a soap opera. This is so dramatic. I just seen Devin get suspended by the New York Commission. I seen that on the
They said he was cheating too, right?
Man, I don't know. It's so much drama. It's so bad. I don't even want to partake in it no more. That's crazy. It's really like watching Days of Our Lives. It's crazy.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our last words and we're gonna get up out of here. But we're gonna tell the people like this. We don't know if it was PEDs or Bill Haney live or whatever Frank Martin video that Tank showed him, but you're gonna find out on the next In the Red Corner. Guys, what's your last words?
Man, thank you everybody for watching. You know, follow Refuse to Lose in the Red Corner. We're gonna keep trying to pump up these episodes. And that's it for me.
No, like you said, thank everyone for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. But like I said, like you said in the beginning, I've been gone for a while, but it feels great to be back. So yeah.
Good to see you back, Ty.
Man, every time somebody say we was gonna come back, I always think about I thought I told you that we won't stop, but we gotta cancel that.
Jeez.
So hey, just like that, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe, become a member, and we out.
In the Red Corner.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.